Hello from Roan Mountain State Park. We're gonna go on a short 1.5 1.75 hike. So first, bug spray. Get the hair up. Okay, so right back here is the check-in for the campground, and this trail starts if you go back up to the main road, directly across the road from the entrance of the campground. So we gotta walk up here to get to the trail. All right, let's cross the road together. All right, entrance to campground, trail. So it's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna have to kind of boogie. It's not a long trail though, so I should be good. Justin and I did this trail a few years ago when we camped at the campground. So this is not a first for me, but I don't remember much other than just the overlook at Ravens Rock. So yeah, it's gonna be uphill for a while. There's a deer. I'm pretty sure that's the same deer that was down by the campground when I pulled in. Got a laying down old man of the woods. And right away you come to this sign. This side's gonna be the forest road trail, Raven Rock Trail. So we're gonna start on Raven Rock Trail and we will come back down that way. And I really hope it doesn't rain on me, because when I left the visitor center for the class that I went to today, it was sprinkling, and up towards the mountain where Carver's Gap is, it was just completely cloud covered. Looked like it may be raining up there. So fingers crossed that it does not rain on me, but if it does, it does. But let me talk about the temperature today. So we're in the end of July, and when I left my house, which we live in a river valley, when I left my house, it was 76 degrees, about 1 o'clock. Felt amazing. The closer I got to Roan Mountain, which I'm going up in elevation, going into the mountains, once I got here, right after 2, it was like 72 degrees. And when I got out of my car just now, right around 5 o'clock, it was reading 68 degrees. Oh my God, it's been so nice. I love these cooler days and try to take advantage of them when I can. Whew. There are mushrooms everywhere on this trail. It's very moist back in here, all the recent rain. That's wet. But let's see if it's slick. So far, so good. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're already here. Whew. And I am out of breath, and my calves are burning from that elevation. It's short, but fairly steep. So here is your view from Raven Rock. Whew. In the winter, when the canopy is gone, you can see little buildings from the state park. But I'm gonna take a little break here, probably right up here. Cheers. I kind of just don't want to leave. Look at this. And the sun's coming out. Like, the lighting is absolutely beautiful. Love it. So right up there is what I was talking about earlier. But the sun's out now, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at those mountains. Wow. Okay, as much as I hate to leave this beautiful view here, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the loop. That way I can get back home to Raiden and Justin. So I think they're doing a little hike while I'm gone, or at least that was kind of the plan. He's gonna take Raiden up to Laurel Run Falls in Churchill, maybe let him play in the water. So I hope they're doing that, and I hope they're having fun, because I'm having a blast. So I'm not sure how much more uphill I have, but at some point I will start my descent down on the other side of the loop. So yeah, my Fitbit says we've done like 0.66, and All Trail says it's 1.75 for the whole loop. The park map, I was looking at that. According to that, it's more like 1.5 miles. Either way, I don't think we have too much more to go, so I'm gonna pack up and head on up the trail. A little bit of a rock scramble here. Probably just gonna stay to the sides to get up. And we're still going up. The camera really does not pick up how dark it is in these rhododendron tunnels. It just keeps going up. Oh, I'll get to the top eventually. Look at that mushroom up there, though. Look at this thing. There's another one. Oh wow, that one I think was even bigger. I hope that's the top. I think we may be at the top. Whew. So I don't know what that way is, but I want you to know the trail is that way and that way. Not that way. Whew. This incline, man. It looks like it's gonna be a steep down. Okay, I'll try to talk a little bit now that I'm going downhill. Still out of breath, but whew, I have my bear spray with me today. since I am solo, bears are just running rampant all over Tennessee right now. There was one in our trash just last night. So we'd put Raiden to bed. Me and Justin were sitting on the couch watching some YouTube videos, and we hear this noise. And the only way I can really describe it is it was a hybrid sound between a slap, like a slap, and like a thud. And we were like, what is that? Justin said, is that thunder? I said, that wasn't Raiden, was it? Or that wasn't a tree falling, was it? Because we've had several big, huge pine trees fall on our property. But as soon as I said, that wasn't Raiden, or that wasn't a tree falling, was it? I said, oh, I know what it is. I was like, Justin, the bear is in the trash can. He knocked over the trash. Because last week our trash had got into twice. So he's been making himself a frequent visitor of our trash can, which we're gonna have to do something about. Somebody sent me a link to these straps where you can strap the lid of your trash can closed. I'm not sure how bear proof that is, but it's got to be better than nothing. So we may try that, but we've got to get this bear afraid of people and coming around our houses, because multiple sightings in different yards all throughout the neighborhood, getting in people's trash. He's a young bear. You know, he may be 2 from what I can tell. I'm not an expert on bears and how they age, but he's fairly young. She's fairly young, whatever. But yeah, Justin went into the garage. He didn't open the garage, but he flipped the light on that illuminates our driveway. And I was standing at the front door with my phone in case it was the bear. It was the bear. The light didn't spook him. I'd say he's used to everyone's motion sensor lights that come on at night. So I'm assuming he's used to lights coming on when he's around. But yeah, he just continued to munch in the garbage, and Justin ran outside and scared him off. I do have clips on my phone I'll add to the end of the video. They're not the best because I was at quite a distance, and this iPhone does not do good at night with video, but I'll add that in. So yeah, there was a bear in our trash just last night. He's sticking around fairly close. And just other neighborhoods in the area, everyone's reporting bear sightings. So yeah. Whew. They've actually, where we live, just this past year, have put up, you know how you see like the deer crossing signs next to the road? Well, they've went through and added bear crossing signs onto the poles that already had the deer crossing signs. So, yeah, I mean, I like to see them, but at a distance. And just where I have the bear like fresh on my mind from where he was just in our yard last night. I also saw him 2-3 weeks ago in our backyard. So I've seen him twice in our yard. But very bear aware currently. And something on my backpack keeps like shifting and making like this rustling noise, and it keeps tricking me because I think something's like rustling in the leaves. But it's my backpack. So, but yeah, we're just cruising downhill now. Whew. Feeling good now. It's always so funny because you endure that incline, and you know, your heart rate getting up, your breathing getting labored, your calf muscles burning. It's not like super fun, but then when you get to the top of that ridge and you can just kind of coast down, your mood is like, ah, you feel so good. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. But it is, I have sweated a lot. I know I said the temperature was cool, but it is so humid. This canopy is just holding all the humidity in here. Like the ground is wet. But a lot of mushrooms, so that's been cool. A lot of moths. There's little moths just kind of flying everywhere. Saw the deer down there, so that was cool. And my class that I did today at Roan Mountain on amphibians and reptiles was really cool too. She got Jake the snake, which is the snake that lives in the visitor center, the corn snake. She got it out. She let us touch it. 2 fingers on the back or the belly only. She held it. She kept its face kind of away from everyone. She said it has bitten some of the park rangers, never has bitten her. But yeah, that was cool to see. We talked about hellbenders, turtles, tortoises, snakes, salamanders. It was a fun class, and she gave us all a little piece of snake shed to take home to put in our nature journals. Yeah, it was fun. That has probably been my favorite class out of this little mini naturalist series that Ranger Graham has done here in the park. So that was number 6, class number 6 out of an 8-class series. You could just pick and choose which classes, or you could pay for the total series, which is what I did. And it's been really fun. First class was nature journaling. Second class was wildflower identification. Third was moths, where we set up, I call it a moth cloth, but I think everyone else calls it like a moth trap, where you do the black lights and the sheet. And then the fourth class was on butterfly identification, where we also got to pin a butterfly that she got from a website where they actually farm the butterflies for scientific purposes. So no animals are harmed in any of these classes that we've been doing. And then, well, I forget what number that was. But then we did last week mountain streams, where we did fish printing. Also, once again, no animals were harmed. We used a silicone fish to do the fish printing. And we learned kind of some stuff about our local streams, water quality, the trout in our area, and you know, the brook trout, the rainbow trout, the brown trout, which I didn't know. I learned that the brook trout is actually the only native trout that we have in this area. The rainbow was introduced from the West Coast, and she said the brown trout is actually European that was introduced here. So I thought that was cool. That would have been a really fun class for Justin, but of course he didn't sign up for any of these. This was something he was letting me do on my own, since, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't have a lot of just free time just for me. So yeah, that was fun. But you know, Justin, he likes to go out and fly fish the mountain streams. He's caught all 3 of those trout that I just listed. So that was cool to kind of learn about that. But yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. So I'm just gonna put the camera away and just kind of focus on getting this trail done and going home. I have an hour drive back to the house. And I mean, it was 5 when I started. It's probably close to 6 now, where I took that break up there. But yeah, see you back at the car. Y'all, what do I see down here? I knew I said I was gonna put the phone away, but I'm excited about this. I'm not gonna take any of it. We are in a state park. I think you're allowed to take like what just you yourself can consume, like a handful, but I'm not going to. It may not be, is it fresh? I don't know, but look at this. Oh my gosh. We found the chicken of the woods and it is all the way down this log here. Awesome. Okay, so we came out of there and we are going to turn left here and finish our loop. So we just got off of the Raven Rock Trail and we are on Forest Row Trail, I believe is what it was called. It was one of the purple trails on the map. So we're gonna follow this for a little bit till it hooks back up to where we started. The green carpet. We're back to the sign. We have made our loop. Now going down to the road, cross over into the campground, and we will be back to the vehicle. Yes. I can smell everyone's campfires because the campsites are literally just right past those trees. It smells good. I enjoy the smell of the campfire. Feels really cool down here now that I'm out of the humidity that's just kind of trapped up there. Whew. Might even ride home with the windows down. That'll be nice. I have about an hour drive. I think I mentioned that. This has been fun. Back in the car, and that was a blast. So it is very steep in spots going up, very steep in spots coming down. So just be aware of that. Because I think if you look at all trails, you know, you're going to see that it's about 1.5 miles, only 500 and some feet of elevation gain. But you got to think the whole loop is 1.5 miles. So in half of that, you're climbing up. So all that 500 foot is in the first half of that hike. So, I mean, it's not as steep as like White House Cliffs or whatever the trail is at Rocky Fork that almost killed me. But it is steep. It's right now 6:20. So it took me just a little over an hour to do the whole thing. I was filming. I stopped and took a break at Raven Rock. So if you just like really just push it, you could probably get it done in 45 minutes to an hour, I would say. But yeah, it was fun. Mushrooms everywhere. Great view. Saw the chicken of the woods. That was exciting. But yeah, so that's it for today's adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Just scare him off.
Get out of there! Hey bear! Hey bear! Get out of there! Get out of there! Right!
Oh wait, you're warm. And I'm cold. Yes. Reptiles are also cold-blooded animals. They're different from amphibians. Their skin is not permeable. A lot of people, this is a misconception, especially with children who I get to go see, they think snakes are slimy, or gross, or icky. They're actually very dry and smooth and cool to the touch, maybe bumpy because of his scales. He has scales, it's kind of like armor plated.